So I've been in university for about 4 years now, but even through the first year, I found that there's a very easily discernible pattern. It occurs around the exact same time each year, and this is something identified way early on. And this happens sometime between late November, mid-November or so, and then maybe early March. Yeah, people just stop going to class. Now, there's a problem. It kind of depends on who you're asking. Now, we should also consider the number of reasons for why people stop going. One reason is that it could just be because you have simply less time to go towards the end of the year because you have accumulating assignments and things like that. Or it could just be because of that workload. It's really drawing a lot of energy from you. You don't have the energy to go to class a Monday night, a Tuesday afternoon, a Thursday 7 to 10. I know a lot of us have been through those. Or the classic one, all the professor does is just read directly out the slides. There's no need for me to go. Or maybe it's that you do go and you just decide to leave for whatever reason at the halfway point, which is common for 3-hour lectures, but I wouldn't blame you for that. But regardless of the situation, there are always going to be good reasons and bad reasons for not being there altogether. And yes, I can sort of compensate for the people that actually have good or acceptable reasons, but it still irritates me to see people coming in and out, the people who are attending sporadically for whatever reason. One situation about 2 weeks ago where I saw a friend that I haven't seen in a few weeks actually, and I was like, hey, welcome back, where you been? Nah, I just came to hand in my assignment. That's it. I'm gonna hand it and then I'm gonna cut. Pick up my other assignment though, cause yeah, I didn't pick up the last one, so I'm gonna just hand this one and cut. Okay, like what? I mean, there's people like them and then other people who sort of come in class for a little while and then leave in the middle of the professor's lecture, and it's just like in the most disruptive way possible. But I think it's low-key kind of funny because in a lot of these cases, people tried is the operative word here, to pull an all-nighter. But like realistically, you gotta sit back and look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I've never pulled an all-nighter before, or I've pulled a few and they didn't work out so well. Why am I gonna try to pull one now? How did I get to this place to where I have to finish this entire assignment in one night? But you know what they do, and sometimes, many cases, end up making it to class and handing in a presentable piece of something. There are people who are in those situations, and then there's other people who are in similar situations and actually manage to hand in the assignment with a decent amount of time, but they don't give 100% of their effort. They get a decent grade back, maybe a B- or a B, and say, you know what, I half-assed it anyways, but I did all right. So you had this much amount of time left, yet you didn't go all the way when you were writing the paper. Why? But Shane, you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt. You really should have more faith in people. What if they had this going on, that going on? Bruh, you had like 3 days to go all out in this. Yet you get a decent grade back, are complacent with that decent grade because you know that you didn't go all in to finish it. So should I still give them the benefit of the doubt? No. I've given a lot of benefit to a lot of people that haven't necessarily deserved them. So in this situation, I'm gonna hold on to those benefits for a little bit longer. Now, if you have a general estimation of about a $1,200 class, 12 classes per semester, with each class being about 2 to 3 hours in duration, not including the tutorial before or after the class, that's about $100 of your time that you've already paid for that you're not going to get back, even if you don't go to class. Be real, it's not like you can go to the registrar's office at the end of the year and say, hey, yeah, right there. Hey, yeah, just come here for a second. Yeah, so I didn't go to this class, well, these specific classes, and then I had the dates like written right under them for each one. So is it possible for me to, here's the list. Is it possible for me to get a refund on each of those classes, or like for the specific days that no? Too soon? No, no, it's not gonna be able to do it? Okay. I get it, going through high school and another 4 years of university or college, things can get really boring, possibly repetitive over time, and it just seems like a waste of time. And these situations are going to be most evident when you're going from, consistently a full year course with a sample size of about 150 students to a seminar-sized class to about 45 students on average, and that's what I've been seeing over the past 4 years. I mean, I'll consistently walk into class around the same time on a Thursday night, a Tuesday afternoon, see the same face and say, hey, what's up? When it comes to the final exam, I walk in, full house. My initial thoughts are, this fool is in my seat. Damn, bro, I ain't see you in 8 weeks. Where you been at? What's good, fam? You missed the what? Hey, you needed to be in class. I don't know why you thought it would be a good idea to skip. Cause who the hell is that? I never seen this dude before. Who is that? And the questions that people who haven't been in class have asked me personally when, looking for guidance, when looking for study help. And I'm low-key thinking, how do you not know this? And you know what? Looking past the things that you should know beyond what you learn in class, actually just going through the readings, studying the lecture notes, that's a crucial part. Reading in general really does help, and it seems as if a lot of people aren't putting in enough effort to even doing that. Now, beyond all of the external pressures or barriers preventing you from actually being there, which is going to be different from one person's reason is going to be different from another person's. Just consider the fact that, you know what, if you're not actually trying hard enough to be there, maybe you really don't want to be there. And if you don't have a why, I doubt you'll actually stay in class. You'll get bored, you'll fall asleep, you'll be on your computer, you'll be on your phone doing whatever, completely irrelevant from class, just to distract yourself from how boring things actually are. Those people who come for the wrong reasons never last. And that's exactly what happens with school. If you come for the wrong reasons, you're not gonna last very long. I don't know, y'all. I mean, it just seems like a bunch of very young, very gifted, very intelligent, very beautiful, very great young people full of promise that aren't doing what they need to do. Just a lot of people that I've seen and know personally that can be a lot further from where they are today if they'd actually have done what they needed to do in the academic aspects and the athletic aspects and other aspects of life, whether it be, work related, whether it be family and relationship related. And I think the underlying question is just about how much effort and time are you willing to put into something that's important to you? How important is this really to you? Just ask yourself that. Because if you're financially invested into one thing, emotionally invested into something else, physically invested into something else, how successful do you really think you're gonna be if you continuously split your attention like that? How far do you think you will go? But I don't know, really. Those are just some more thoughts and observations I've had over the past few weeks. Well, again, few years, but those are just some things that are starting to accumulate since this is like one of my last years in university. So just wanted to share that with you guys. But really though, like this video is kind of new, well, different for me, but it's in addition to the type of things that I discussed in entropy. But realistically, I will be doing more videos like this and like that one before, just more fitness and life motivation, knowledge related. So those are just some things that I've always had up there that I do plan on sharing over the next coming weeks and months, especially over the summer. So make sure to look out for that. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me some feedback in the comment section below if you have some, and make sure to subscribe for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.